guys, my name is Shelly and I am a soon-to-be LapBand patient. I'm having LapBand surgery on December 27th. I am on day 3 of my 14-day pre-op diet, which is going okay so far, I guess. A little bit of information about myself. I am 23 years old. I'll be 24 in 3 months. And on the day before I started my pre-op diet, I went to the doctors to get my clearance for surgery, and they weighed me, and I weighed in at 283.3 pounds. So that will be my official starting weight. That's not the highest weight I've ever seen before. I've seen like 292 or things around there. So I was able to lose a little bit of weight before having my surgery, but we'll see how much I lose during the pre-op diet. That diet is kind of a struggle for me so far. Like I said, I'm on day 3. It's usually definitely not something that I'm used to eating like. I eat things like this for my pre-op diet. My surgeon has all of his patients do OptiFast, which these are like protein shakes, and these are chocolate cereal, or not cereal bars, chocolate protein bars. They're really the only 2 of the like 5 options that I can even stomach to eat. So far there's like some powdered soup mixes that you can make, and I really don't like those, and so right now I eat 6 servings of these a day. Then I subsidize it with sugar-free popsicles and sugar-free Jell-O. They said I could do that. So that helps me through. Oh, or also broth. I drink broth for now. Those things don't really have any nutritional value, but these ones do. So this is what I've been eating. And the first day for me was really hard when I was like dinner time, and I got really like cranky, and I was just super irritable. When I ate the breakfast, I ate a shake, and then I ate the lunch, and I ate soup, and that was fine for me on the first day. But after that day, I haven't been able to eat the soups. They're just like completely tasteless, and I couldn't do it. So I've just been doing the shakes and the protein bars and eating broth so that I can feel like I'm eating real food. I think that part of the reason they make you do the pre-op diet, I know like they want you to be able to have safer surgeries, they want you to lose a little bit of weight beforehand, but I think it's just so that you will look so forward to eating that you don't care that it's only a little bit when you're all done. That's how I feel right now, is, you know, oh, I can't wait to eat 2 ounces of pureed tuna fish from a can. Like, that sounds so exciting, because this pre-op stuff is not fun. But I know I can get through it, because there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and I think that it's really exciting, though, that now, you know, I don't really like this pre-op diet. I just, you know, can't imagine that, like, this is the heaviest that I'll ever be again, like, even though this doesn't seem like part of the journey, because it's before my LapBand, it's just, you know, it's all downhill from here. I hope, well, I'm sure it won't be easy, but at least I'll be able to eat real food again in the future. I guess other information about me, I have been overweight my whole life. Like I said, I'm 23 years old, so when I went to all the meetings and stuff, they would say, oh, well, you know, what's the lowest, what's the ideal weight that you've had at some time in your life? And I think, well, you know, for a lot of people, maybe they were thin through, like, their childhood and, like, their young adult, and then maybe something happened later and they got really heavy. But, you know, for me, I think, oh, well, what's the happiest weight I've been at in my whole life? And I've never been, you know, at the ideal weight for how old I've ever been. I can't say that you know, as a child, I never really, like, noticed, like, being that much more overweight than people. I mean, it was obviously a difference, but it didn't really affect me socially or in ways like that. I was always very active. I played softball, I cheerleaded, I had a lot of friends, and I wouldn't say until I went off to college that it really became a problem for me, or really until I moved out of my parents' house, that I really started to be, like, dissatisfied with like my, not necessarily just like my appearance, because I've also sort of had like I've heard someone on YouTube say before that they don't have the problem where they see themselves heavier than they are, but they have the problem where they see themselves looking better than they do, which I could definitely say that's something that I have had. I mean, I don't go out wearing like tight spandex thinking that I look good or anything, but it's always been a big reality shock for me when I see a photo of myself at a party or something like that, and I think, well, oh, that photo, that looks really bad. Like, I didn't think I looked that way before I left the house that night, you know, and so I guess things like that, like, started to happen to me when I was, like 21, 22, and now here I am, 23, almost 24, and so I'm really excited for the opportunity to finally, you know, have an answer to, oh, what is, you know, the best that you've looked in your life. I have not set an official goal weight yet with my surgeon or with anybody, but I think that my goal, my first goal obviously will be to not weigh over 200 pounds anymore. I would love to get under 200 pounds. And then second of all, I think that I would love to be a size 10 in clothing so I can shop at all clothing stores. That's probably the biggest issue that I have, because I love clothes. Like, I love fashion, and I love everything about fashion. But for so long, I haven't been able to take part fully in all of the things that I like really love. I think that I do a very good job of finding plus size clothes that are fashionable. However, I feel so limited, and so that will be something that is really great. Once I have my surgery and once I lose weight, I can fully partake in all aspects of fashion, which leads to another thing. I am engaged to be married next November of 2013. I do not have a wedding dress yet because I have no idea what kind of wedding dress will look good on my body. I don't know what size I'm going to be. You know, that's sort of a frightening thing to me. So that's, you know, something that I'm looking forward to doing. Something that's also very frightening to me is having to find a wedding dress while, you know, being a weight loss surgery patient. So I guess that will be scary and exciting, and we'll see what happens with that. I guess that's really all. I just wanted to make my first video to let you know a little bit about me and what I'm going through right now. So, thanks for watching.